Let's go, guys. We got another game here. We have in the color blue playing as the Mongols. It's LoueMT. Is this like he's playing for an esports company or something? I'm not aware of it. But it's EL Esports or maybe a guild. I don't know. In the color teal, his opponent, a name that I cannot read. This one is like water. The right one. Anyway, we'll just call it the Chinese friend. They call it Roman Empire. Welcome everybody to another Age of Empires forecasted game. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Got plenty of content coming every single day. We got the Mongols against the Holy Roman Empire. It's a match that particularly I find really hard for myself. Just because of the timings of the Holy Roman Empire, and you know, they usually like go castle, get those men-at-arms, get those relics. And Mongols, it's a very aggressive civilization, but they also need a little bit of time. They also need a little bit of time to, you know, they can delay you in different ways. They can just put a tower here. Now it looks like Louis is really not interested in going that route. She's just gonna put a pasture here. Actually, this is a very powerful strategy. Like, when you put a pasture next to your uvu, what you basically are getting is just sheep that it's super fast, right? Because they get boosted by the uvu, then you don't need to go out for food. And because you put it very early, you get the most value out of it. Whereas if you start putting the pastures later, then the sheep that you get, then, you know, it makes sense to put the pastures early on. And also, let's check the scouting pattern for Louis. He's actually going very far. He's going like an S shape, trying to check the layout of the opponent, but unfortunately, looks like he's not really interested in checking where are his resources now. Now, Forts is a map that a lot of players don't really like it that much, just because of the layout. It's a nice concept, I believe, but I feel if the forts were a little bit bigger, just a little bit, it will feel better. Just because it feels really strange to just put your base, have a little very tiny space here that you can work with. Wood is very limited, so you need to go out for sure. And that's a good thing. But at the same time, civilizations that require a lot on the layout, like for example the Chinese, how they plan or the stuff, civilizations that are more city planning, it's just so hard to deal with that. So I want to know your opinion on forts, so let me know in the comments. Have you played? Do you like it? I find like I cannot like it and I hate it at sometimes. I don't know exactly why, but it's just but it's definitely fun. I like to see new maps. I like to see like new maps in the rotation. It just makes things so fresh, so fresh. The other day I was watching this. Oh, look at that, Louis! It's like putting the sheep away just in case. The other day I was watching like Healthy Gamer. It's a psychiatrist, I think, from. He's based on the US, and he was talking about how games, they know like how the brain works, and they know how important updates are for you, and they know when they update the game, most likely people are gonna do it. And he was talking about building habits. Like if you want to do exercise, the best way to do it is just to find things that are new to you, and basically, like for example, you want to maybe you do some push-ups or some calisthenics first, and then maybe you can go for a walk, maybe you can go some yoga, maybe you can join a group class, maybe you can do some yoga or whatever. And it just, variety helps a lot on motivating your brain to do something. And part of me why I like Age of Empires 4 so much is the updates they have, like the map rotation, the oh my god, what is Louis doing? It's just moving the gear. He's not interested in gold. But anyway, map rotation, a lot of constant updates being in the game. It's just, I'm just so happy. I'm just so excited. Like every time it's Christmas, every time there's an update. And talking about updates, there will be, I don't know which day this video will be out, probably in the next coming days, but for sure before, on the 24th, I believe. I put a link in the community tab on my YouTube page. Official Age of Empires live stream is gonna happen soon, so make sure to tune in. A lot of exciting stuff for the franchise. Let's get back to the game. Louis actually going from improved wheelbarrow. Wow, beautiful stuff here. Improved forestry, single shop here, like every villager. Usually, if you don't know about this, like the Mongols can spend stone to get improved upgrades, and the improved upgrades for forestry is usually you do a single shop for a tree. You do a single shop for a tree every time. Whereas if you don't have the upgrade, you do 4, and with that you do 2. So it takes 2 shops to take down a tree. With that, it's just like, you know, the Hulk or He-Man, or I don't know, Baby Don't Hurt Me or something like that. And we see a second town center actually going up for Louis. Not really interested in going for the trade route in this game. A really interesting decision here, just because it's just so uncommon to see the Mongols going for a second town center, if you think about it. But you know, this trade post is not exactly the right place to trade. Like sometimes I see the trade post like here in this map, but in the middle it's like, oh my god, you really don't want to go there to trade. It's so risky. It's so risky. Meanwhile, Holy Roman Empire doing Holy Roman Empire stuff. See a very passive game from both players, especially from the Mongols. Usually you'll see Tower rushing his opponent, you know, putting the aggression to delay his economy. But now he's going for improved upgrades. I would like to see like improved double broadaxe instead of forestry, but you know, it's his choice. Maybe he did some tests on his own, but now with 2 town centers, he should be in a really good position. Regnic's Cathedral will be out soon. Let's take a look at the position of the relics. 3 of them in the very close to each other. Only 2 of them quite far ahead, so should at least get 3 of them. His opponent doesn't have any army also, so it's just gonna be much easier for you just to put your priest there. One thing I like to do is just try to put take the priest from the Akon Chapel from here, just when you are aging up, just so you get the relic immediately. Now they can do a lot of damage actually. They can actually, in the Feudal Age, can do 3 arrow damage, which is nuts. And in the Imperial Age, I think it's 20 something damage. So you can actually kill a lot of villagers with a can if you don't, like, the opponent doesn't really react to it. It's just the scout. No, it's not the scout. This guy can be buffed. This guy is it's really something on the Imperial Age. Are we seeing improve? We are seeing it. Improve horticulture for Louis. Has improved everything. Such a... What a game. What a game. And now the Holy Roman Emperor will just grab those knights just to get some map control here. Usually you want to go for the knight if your opponent doesn't have a spearman, so that you can grab those relics fast. You can move the knight from one place to another one without waiting too much. Already 2 relics coming for the Holy Roman Empire. Keep in mind, the Regnic's Cathedral will actually give you more gold, so this can give you, if you get the 5 relics, you can get like around 800 gold or something like that. Looks like the Khan is the only unit that Louis has to prevent this, and I feel like the Holy Roman Empire will just have such a good time with this. Such a good time. See it, Louis' base not having any military yet. He's already aging up. It's gonna be the step readout. Putting a little outpost here is usually a good thing for the Mongols, just because you don't have access to walls. So when putting an outpost here, already have some extra space for your villagers to garrison. It's always such a bad position where the enemy is in your base and you have no place to go. Unlike other civilizations where they can have a wall somewhere and they can run there. You know, it's just harder for the Mongols, so you need some extra defenses here. Very defensive play coming from Louis. Looks like they can throw the attack speed arrow. Can actually doing some decent damage here. I think he will be able to take it down before he comes back. I mean, for sure there will be a Wololo attempt maybe, just to stop it. But I don't think you can Wololo the can, right? I don't think so. There you go. And throws the Falcon. And with that, 2 relics are already coming home for the Holy Roman Empire, which means he's just gonna have such a good time. Let's go for income per minute. Let's take a look how Louis is going. Look at that income. 700 food, 300 wood, 400 gold a minute, and he doesn't even have any kind of relic. He's just leaving the Holy Roman Empire. Just take our relics. More outposts coming here next to the sacred site. Gonna be putting next to it, potentially thinking about a sacred site victory. I already have 2 sacred sites. Veteran Keshiks got back. Poor guy got back. Just in the transition from going from one model to another. But the Keshiks, of course, very squishy unit compared to the Knights. You just can heal, but to be honest, I don't really find it that big of a deal, the healing. I don't feel it. But I've been playing the AoE Battlegrounds, and to test that out, I built some Keshiks. And if you don't know about it, it's a mod that you can play with some cards and the units fight by themselves. Just to see if there is actually a difference when the Keshiks are there on the field. Now the Gary's gonna be here. He's gonna gathering those berries. And I have already feeling very good about the pastures. I already have 7 of them here. So, sorry, 6, but 7 sheep already there. With the step readout, he's just gonna have so much gold income. Already +1 range attack. Coming for Louis. Gonna do that transition. 2 crossbows, just because his opponent probably thinking about going man-at-arms. Usually when you see the Holy Roman Empire, they have the best man-at-arms in the game. Arguably the best. Some people may say it's the Japanese. That's probably true, but in any case, they are not behind when it comes to the man-at-arms. They really have very good ones. Also already have fortified outposts here, which meaning it's gonna be having a tough time decapping this secret site. So Louis did a really great thing. He decapped the secret site before it's too late, giving him some extra time. Siege engineering. Let's see if it's the improved siege engineering. I don't think it is. It's not an improved siege engineering. It's just a normal one. So he's just gonna be able to access to battering rams and you know, the siege towers that nobody uses. Double blacksmith. Going out in the back of his base. Already going for some crossbows himself. Interesting choice coming from the Holy Roman Empire. You will usually see like a span of man-at-arms. Looks like all these outposts will have the relic. At least this one has. This one doesn't actually. It looks like Louis will take action before it's too late. You don't want to wait until it's like, oh, 5 minutes until the sacred site victory. But numbers for both look pretty equal. Pretty equal army value for both players. Step readout moving to another position. It's gonna be here. Just gonna be a small gold vein. And a battery ram is being built. Like Louis already have a task. They got homework. It's like, okay, you know, now we know what we're gonna do. We're gonna deal with this fast, just so that it's not a trouble in the future. Let's take a look at Louis' base. And plenty of production buildings, similar to his opponent, so they're pretty equal in army value. Also, Keshik upgrades steppe lancers, increase their attack speed. And with the attack speed arrow, these guys are just gonna attack so fast. Another keep is gonna be built here. Looks like the battering ram will have to run, otherwise just gonna get melted by the sprinkle emplacement here. Outpost getting cancelled by Louis. Looks like he will come back. Food economy looking very good for Louis. How many villagers he has? Only 27 villagers in food. I already have 1.8k food a minute. I believe that's the power of the improved upgrades. Now he's changing the target, but don't mind me if I find some villagers here. Unfortunately, they will be able to escape soon. Sprinkle emplacements on this outpost are already there, so he's just gonna have to run for the moment. He cannot take the fight here with this tower and those units here. And all of Landknecht with the Holy Roman Empire also. Looks like Keshik's actually doing a very decent damage with the upgrade they have. They're just gonna attack so fast and heal. So I really like this. I really like the veteran Keshik a lot. 3 outposts coming here just to garrison these units. How many units here? 30 units here on the gold. That's a lot of gold. This gold vein is gonna run out really soon. It looks like Louis will sacrifice his Keshik mass. Meanwhile, another upgrade coming from the Holy Roman Empire. Slate and stone constructions. All buildings gain +5 fire armor, which is just gonna make it much harder now. Meanwhile, a trap. It's called here. It is a traction trebuchet. It is a traction trebuchet. Yeah, it is. Looks like he's gonna be able to deal with this. Sprinkle emplacement, saving the villagers here. Now, one thing we haven't talked about is the second town center that Louis has that the Holy Roman Empire doesn't. Now, he has 5 relics, so he's in a really good spot. But your opponent, it's already 30 villagers ahead of you. Let's take a look at the income per minute. It's about, let me do a quick math, 2.1. But that's a lot of income. 3.8k income per minute for Louis, whereas the Holy Roman Empire is 2.7k. So I believe that is the power of those economic upgrades. I really like this Mongol playstyle actually, especially when trade became harder and harder to do. And on the back side of the map, the white stupa is gonna be built here. That's the good thing about having such a strong economy. You can just go Imperial so fast. Very nice timing. Under 18 minutes already going Imperial Age. Plenty of gold in the bank. Gotta get those upgrades ASAP. Meanwhile, Sacred Site victory approaching. Only almost 7 minutes left. Just plenty of time for Louis to deal with this. Meanwhile, Holy Roman Empire not really interested in putting that farm transition. He's focusing all his income into military. Not gonna having those farms around the Akron Chapel. That's what I was talking about before. The fort's layout doesn't allow you to have many farms around here compared to other types of maps. Emergency repairs will get called. A sneaky little wall here connecting the whole you know, network. If you don't know about this, you can get emergency repairs, which can basically repair your building for free, but it needs to be connected to a town center, and the area of influence, it just gets bigger the more buildings you build. You just build a sneaky line of houses just to get the emergency repairs there. But looks like the Keshiks will go for it. Meanwhile, elite upgrades coming for biology, elite crossbows, elite Keshiks. Cannon emplacements, going for one of these towers, I don't know which one. Kick went down. Sacred Site can be captured now. Traction Trebuchet are gonna go back for the moment. You don't want to lose those, they are very, very valuable. Meanwhile, no Spearman for the Holy Roman Empire. Looks like the Keshiks will be able to deal with this quite easily. There is still 47 military units for the Holy Roman Empire. More Keshiks coming from Louis. Louis in a really tight spot now. He only have 6 units. Cannon emplacement going up for this outpost. Unfortunately, his opponent is already here. Crossbows is just gonna try to hold it for a while. But now elite Keshiks are already here. Gonna get melted here. Not enough numbers. Magonel gets skull. Gonna get built ASAP. And the Holy Roman Empire goes back to what could have been a disaster for Louis. He only had 5 military units. He could have just go with these units. You know, 8. You know how much damage a Lankenet can do to those villagers here. You just put the Lankenet here, just do damage, you know, just do damage. On the backside, Sacred Site victory is still approaching. Looks like the trebuchets went down, but a bombard is being built. Well, Holy Roman Empire lost a lot of units and doesn't have the income to replace those really fast. Gonna be careful with the Magonel here. Magonel shots against that Magonel. Who needs Springle when you have 3 Magonels here? Meanwhile, hand cannoneers are already there for Louis. Magonel's gonna go down for the Holy Roman Empire. Meanwhile, a bombard already being built. Hand cannoneers actually doing God's work here. How much damage here? They have 35 damage. And do plenty of damage to these units. Well, looks like Louis is gonna do a transition to horseman. See so many crossbows here. The Keshiks are just gonna get melted. Meanwhile, Louis trying to decap. More outposts coming here. At the same time, bombard. Targeting the Magonel. Springle attacking the bombard. Bombard goes down. Magonel also goes down. No siege for both players. It's just gonna be fist fights here. Meanwhile, horseman not even upgraded. It's gonna be more and more horsemen. Well, the horsemen here are just gonna go to decap the Sacred Site. And Louis, already 40 military units against 10. Just a small battle. But the Holy Roman Empire doesn't have enough food to that. And the Sacred Site, it's gonna be the capture here. And with that, the winning condition for the Sacred Site is lost for the Holy Roman Empire. At this point, Louis can just do whatever he wants in peace, but it's not gonna happen. He taps out. Louis showing how those economic upgrades can actually be a really good build for the Mongol player.